Very interesting. And moving into our weather forecast, eventually this week, it is, of course, the first week of June. So we have all the regular June things going. We have our heat and humidity coming back, even though we've enjoyed a really nice front over the weekend. And then tomorrow we will be just a little bit more humid. Typical summer weather is on the way, but thankfully, of course, we're getting into hurricane season the first week, and it does look like a calm start to it. So I think we'll take it. Pretty happy about that. At least our temperature at 86 right now. Our dew point temperature has risen a decent bit today. So our feels like temperature earlier today, it was right around the air temperature because it wasn't excessively humid, but now it's about 3 degrees above our air temperatures if you factor in that mugginess out there. But it's not terrible, and it's certainly less humid than it will be later in the week and throughout most of the summer. Looking at satellite and radar, things are quiet. We had the tiniest little bubbling up of a few showers south of Lake Pontchartrain, really more toward the coast. Earlier this afternoon, that's finished, so we're looking quiet. A few strong storms here around this front, which has, of course, passed through our area, brought our humidity down, especially yesterday. Really pleasant highs yesterday around 86. Today, more like mid to upper 80s. And then, of course, you can see a severe thunderstorm watch box over here for a few storms over in Texas forming up right along that front. There's a little bit of a hazy, very pale blue kind of milky look to the sky today. And that was a bit of fire smoke from the wildfires happening in Canada, moving all the way down. And you can see with our upper pattern, it was going around this trough off to our northeast and filtering down toward us. So not expecting too much more of that, but checking out our pattern over the next several days. You can see high pressure building out to the southwest of us. We'll be on the edge of that, could have a few afternoon daily showers and storms, and also likely our humidity increasing. So actually Monday and Tuesday won't be excessively humid, but then it starts to get muggier. I think Wednesday will be the day that we're like, oh yeah, hitting the wall of humidity when you walk outside and seeing that feels like temperature, probably by that point getting close to 100. This evening we drop through the 70s, and then we have one more night north of the lake in the 60s. It looks like actually there could be a couple more nights, but I think this will be the coolest one over the stretch coming up. South of the lake, low temperatures around 70, and tomorrow highs around 88. Still a pretty nice start to the week. A little bit more humid, but not terrible, and maybe a stray shower or two. Your local forecast for, say, Destrehan. If you're joining us from there, you're looking for 87, 88. A little bit of a hazy look possible tomorrow, although you saw that satellite imagery showing most of the smoke maybe off to the east of us by tomorrow or is moving that way. This is our high resolution model tonight. Everything pretty quiet. We'll move into your Monday. Tiny flare up of a couple of showers possible. I have the rain chance about 10%, and that's about it. And again, upper 80s tomorrow. So really not that bad a day as we get into this part of really true summertime when you look at temperatures, at least June, July, and August. Hurricane season starts today, and no development expected for at least the next 7 days, likely longer. As I was saying, a calm start. We're expecting the Saharan dust plume later this week and into next weekend, and a near or slightly above average forecast is what most big forecasting outlets are calling for. Colorado State, NOAA, and so forth. Just a reminder, in June, of course, we're highlighting that we're in officially hurricane season, but it's really not until August and September that we start to see the bulk of the storm. So a typical season would have only 5% of named storms that form in June when you look at it as a whole. So not to say that we're not going to be watching everything really closely, but just doesn't look like typically, of course, June is a very active month. But certainly something to watch. We are watching our Saharan dust moving in. This is a good thing. It keeps that chance of development pretty low because there's just not enough moist air over the Atlantic basin to work with. Next weekend, you can see it will be in the Gulf and probably right along the Gulf Coast. Check on those 2025 Atlantic hurricane season names. We'll start with Andrea, Barry, and Chantal, then Dexter, Aaron, and Fernand. Looking at our 7-day forecast, very kind of classic summer weather is coming up. By Tuesday, it looks super dry. Wednesday and beyond, I think we'll have a few afternoon showers or storms, so a little hope there if you're hoping to cool off or get some rain for your gardens and lawns. Temperatures by the end of the week around 90 for high, not far from average. Feeling, though, more like upper 90s to about 100 with the humidity.